Well, it's come a long way, lads, but unfortunately this is the last round of the F1 2000 modded career mode. Thank you guys for sticking along the way, and let's hopefully round off with a good result here in Malaysia. So lights out, and away we go for the last race of this season. And down to turn 1, hopefully we can get past the Malaysian in this Prix there, who's had a pretty bad start. So down to turn 1. The second phase of the start's been absolutely terrible. Look at Schumacher in our mirrors, absolutely flying down to turn 1. Looks like we're going to go down the middle of quite a few people there who've just braked incredibly early. That's going to get us up to 11th position, which is pretty good in the first corner considering we started down. There was in 16th position. So Barrichello's had a mare of a first corner there. He's around the outside and he's down into like 11th place. Past Zonta as well into 9th place here. Cars all over the place, including Michael Schumacher, who's off the track. Now down the inside on the brakes. This is absolutely mental, this first couple of corners, and we're up into 6th position. So let's have a quick look at the replay there, guys. Just down the inside, all the AI just sort of bunching up on the outside. There's a gap down the inside. I just went for it and took that position. That was pretty mental, but luckily for us, we get up to 6th place. We're actually into the points positions already, like after starting that far down the grid. That was totally unexpected here. So let's see if we can catch down Alex Wirtz on his first lap of the race here in his Benetton. He's had a pretty good start here to get himself into the points here. Fisichella's behind us, and we also know that both Ferrari cars are behind us, which is quite crazy. We saw Schumacher going wide, and we also saw Barrichello just going very slowly through the first corner. But there we are, a move on Alex Wirtz, and up into 5th position. He has gone deep as well on this track here on his first lap of the race. So many cars missing their braking points on this first lap of the race here. And that's put us into 5th position behind our compatriot Jenson Button in his Williams, who's actually had a good last couple of rounds. He's picked up a couple of points. The Williams isn't generally a point scorer. We've gone for a move down the inside. Surely not. That was way too far back. Now we're side by side with Jenson Button down this back straight. Somehow, even after sliding through the corner, we've got a better run than Jenson Button down this back straight. But then we've got two Benetton cars trying to go around our outside here. So it's the break-in zone, the last corner on the track. Are we going to keep 4th place? Yes, we are. Wow, that's a mental first lap there, guys, and somehow we come out of it in 4th place. Starting was at 16th. That is honestly awesome. They're making up all those positions, so fingers crossed we'll keep them down into turn 1 here. I don't think the AI behind us are close enough to go for the overtake, so there we go. Into turn 1, hit the apex, sort of. Just run out wide. Then through the second corner here, we just about keep ahead of Alex Wirtz and the crew. So if we skip ahead to lap number 3 here, we pulled out a bit of a gap on the Wirtz and the Fisichella battle behind us here. We've got Coulthard and one of the, I think that's Jordan's in 2nd position. So one of the Jordans has had a really good start to the race. I think it is Heinz-Harald Frentzen here. So let's see what we can do going into the last sector here. Coulthard's had a bit of a slow run out of that corner. Let's see what the gap is through the sector split. Half a second now. Fisichella nearly 2 seconds back here. So we've got a nice little gap behind. But are we going to be able to get this overtake down on Coulthard here? Because we will get DRS. I know what you're thinking. DRS didn't exist in 2000, mate. Well, it's unfortunately not taken out of this game for this mod. So all of the AI use the DRS as well. You guys know by now. So down this back straightaway here, you can see we're opening that DRS. As is Coulthard on Heinz-Harald Frentzen. Is there going to be a cheeky overtake into the last corner from Coulthard here? He's trying to go around the outside. I don't think he's going to be able to do it, is he? And we're just understeering wide here. Oh my goodness, we've hit the gravel. What is going on there? Now we've got Fisichella right up behind us once again. I think he's going to go for the overtake down into turn 1. He doesn't even need it. He's passed us through before turn 1. But this actually could mean we get a bit of a slipstream down into turn 1. We've gone for the switchback. I've just gone on sort of cruise down the inside there. Fisichella didn't defend that position whatsoever. So that's us back into 4th place. And you can see Coulthard has got ahead of Heinz-Harald Frentzen there. And he's up into 2nd position there. So a bit of a mix around here in the first couple of corners of lap number 4. But we have kept our 4th position, which is nice. And if we can maybe get a bit of progress here, maybe get onto the podium. Purple in the first sector. You going crazy, mate? So right up behind Heinz-Harald Frentzen, but we get a bit sideways and lose a bit of time there. But by the end of the lap, it's not really been any better actually. Looks like Heinz-Harald Frentzen's trying to go for a move on Coulthard here at the last corner. Once again, they're going to go slowly, side by side through this last corner. And up to the start-finish line, oh, they've got a bit of a better run there, but I got a bit sideways. But nonetheless, down this main straight with a good run. Are we going to get this overtake done down into turn 1? Heinz-Harald Frentzen has gone into 2nd place. It's 3 wide down to turn 1. We've got the overtake done and we're up into 2nd position. Awesome stuff. A massive old gap to Hackett in the lead of this race, but we could possibly still make it up if we start putting in some incredible lap times here. But into 2nd place, Frentzen has got back into 3rd. He's got ahead of Coulthard once again. So an absolutely mad couple of laps there, but we're into 2nd position here on lap number 5. If we skip ahead to lap number 6, you can see this is our pit stop lap. That gap to Hackett is over 10 seconds here, so that has just gone up crazily over these last couple of laps because my tyres have just started to degrade like absolute crazy. And look, you can see into this corner here, I just have like no grip to steer in. I just keep going wide and wide and wide, and you can see down the inside here, that's a bit of contact as Frenton just sort of hits the side of me there as I get a bit sideways. So down this back straight, Coulthard's just going to cruise past me. I had absolutely no grip to steer and sort of accelerate out of that corner, which is really annoying. It's happened in the last couple of races, to be fair, but I just didn't think round here. And I know Malaysia is a high deg track, but I didn't see it. On the hard and the medium compound tyres, I've honestly felt my tyres to sort of stick in better condition than this. But nonetheless, it was our pit stop lap anyway, so we decided, let's come in, switch over to them hard tyres, and hopefully that'll do me a bit better towards the end of this race. It actually looks like most people have not decided to pit this lap, and I think it's only Frenton behind us here, the big guys, to actually pit. So into the pit lane, switching over, a 3.1 second stop, not too shabby whatsoever, lads. And we're going to come out the pits in 9th position behind De La Rosa, who hasn't pitted yet, but he's not that far away from points. But then I guess you could say he hasn't pitted. He's cheating, lads. Let's be honest, he's not getting points. So through the first couple of corners on lap number 7, if we skip out to the end of the lap, going on to lap number 8 as well, you can see most people have decided to pit now. So we're going to be overtaking most of those guys down to turn 1, but we can see the pit stops. There's a Ferrari, there's a McLaren Mercedes. It's Coulthard. Are we going to go round the outside of him through this first corner? We should have a bit more grip. Yes, we got the overtake done. Up into 3rd. De La Rosa staying out there. What a legend. Let's have a look at this overtake once again. It's not much to it, really. Just really wide line. There's no grip for Coulthard on the inside there on those brand new cold tyres. So that's put us up into a net 2nd position here, because by the end of this lap, I think De La Rosa is going to stop here. Hopefully he will. Hopefully he's not going to just troll us and stay out there forever. But I think you're going to see, yeah, he's diving into the pit lane there. So last corner time, and up to the start-finish line here, it's going to be another lap completed here. We're going to be on to lap number 9. Not too many laps left here. De La Rosa's pitted, and a purple lap as well there, guys, which they closed in on Hakkinen. Unfortunately, we lost so much time on that in lap. I think the chance of the winning our last race of the season is going to be a bit of a too much of an ask. So through the first couple of corners, good stuff, and 2nd position is back ours once again. And Barrichello is now the one in 3rd position. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on with those Jordans, because they were battling about there as well. So that's an interesting one. Also, Coulthard must have lost quite a few positions, but a purple through the first sector again. This is insanity. I don't know what I had for breakfast this morning, but it's definitely working. So we skip towards the end of that lap. We can see up to the start-finish line. Is it going to be another purple lap here? I think it's going to be. Across the line, a 140.3. That's pretty awesome stuff there. And the gap to Hakkinen is down to 9.1. Surely not. Like 4 or 5 laps left. Surely we could not actually get this done. So by lap number 13, let's see what this gap to Hakkinen is as we go through the last sector split. Is it going to be enough? Oh, it's down to like 7 seconds, but I don't think that's going to be enough there with 2 laps to go, unless he has a crash with one of the other AI. Let's be honest, we're not closing down that sort of gap, but it was kind of morale boosting that we managed to pull away from Barrichello so much. But by the last lap of the race, our tyres were starting to go again, guys. We were really struggling here with the last couple of corners on this lap, and it was the last lap of the race as well, so we were just like, do not spin, Alex, do not crash. So I was really trying to feather the throttle a little bit more here on this last lap of the race. Just don't want to bin it now. A podium on the last race of the season honestly would be a great way to cap off the series. I need to say a massive thank you to you guys who have supported the series so much. I really do appreciate it. I know it's something different. I know it's not the regular game. I know it's not even like the regular part of the 2013 game, but you guys have really supported it, so thank you guys so much, and hopefully you guys will enjoy the next series coming up. Hopefully, fingers crossed, next week we'll get that first episode recorded and uploaded. So penultimate corner, are we going to pick up a podium and 6 points to round off the season? That'd honestly be awesome. Unfortunately, we won't be gaining any positions in the standings because Hakkinen is actually the car in front of me in the standings, and he's going to go and win the race. There we go, across the line to win it. And it looks like, though, we are going to pick up 2nd place and consolidate 5th place in the driver's standings, which is pretty awesome considering what a piece of rubbish this car is, basically. I know De La Rosa randomly got some pole positions and wins, but the car's not good, lads. The car's not good. So, there we go. Good stuff. I think we nabbed the fastest lap as well. We went from, what, 16th on the grid up to 2nd. Honestly, one of the best results in terms of positions gained, and Awesome stuff. Barrichello came home in 3rd. Michael Schumacher, the world champion, in 4th. David Coulthard and Frentzen dropped down to 5th and 6th respectively. So that's quite a lot of positions lost there from those two guys. We've got Trulli, Fisichella, Button, and rounding out the top 10 was Ralf Schumacher there. So a good race for us there. They can see the whole standings. I don't normally do that actually, so you can't see the whole results there. But you can see down there at the bottom, you've got the Minardis, you've got some of the other Prost and all that sort of stuff. Just generally the cars that you'd expect to be down there. They're down there. Only one DNF did that today. That was Mika Salo. So not exactly sure what happened to him. I think that happened about the sort of the pit stop stages. So it'd be interesting to have seen there. But obviously in F1 2013 you can't switch around the car camera angle, so you can only stay to your car. So there we are, celebrating last race of the season. I was ecstatic to get that podium as well. It was a good season, guys. I think you guys enjoyed it as well. From the support and the comments I've been reading over this series, I know it hasn't been like the highest viewed, but in general the people that have been watching it have been enjoying it. So thank you guys so much once again. So there we go. Awesome stuff. Let's have a look at the standings then, guys. This is what it's all been boiling down to. Schumacher's world champion there by quite a substantial amount in the end there. Coulthard beats Barrichello to 2nd position by 1 point in the end. Mika Hakkinen was 10 further points back in 4th with a win to end off the season. Then I was a couple of points back from Hakkinen, so he managed to actually gain quite a bit on me there. Heinz-Harald Frentzen, who was catching me with a couple of races to go, actually managed to sort of fall off towards the end there, and he actually only got 31 points, so he ended up 15 points behind, which is quite good. Jarno Trulli was on 20 points, Della Rosa on 18, Ralf Schumacher picked up 17 points for Williams, and then as Fisichella on 14. And if we look outside of the top 10, we've got a few other people with a decent amount of points as well. Fisichella on 12 points, and then Jenson Button had 11, so did Jarno Trulli, so they just missed out on points finishes in the top 10. Then also we've got Ricardo Zonzo, who actually managed to pick up 6 points, which is pretty good for him. Then we've got a couple of people on 2 points. That's Alex Wirtz and Salo. I'm surprised that Wirtz didn't pick up more points, to be honest. He was in the top 6 quite a bit. Then we've got Villeneuve, Irvine and Johnny Herbert all on 1 point. So let's have a look at the constructor standings to finish it all off then, guys. Ferrari dominated in the end there on 148. McLaren, I suppose they weren't too far back, but 27 points is quite a substantial amount with this sort of point system on 121. Then we pick up 3rd place. That's awesome to see. 3rd place in the standings is awesome to have, especially ahead of Jordan, who are quite regularly in the points over the season. Then we've got BMW Williams on 28. We've got Benetton on 15. BAR Honda on 7, Jaguar and Sauber both picking up 2 points as the season went on, and unfortunately for Prost and Minardi, they were the only 2 teams not to score at all this season, which is gutting for them. So to end the series off, guys, I'd really appreciate if you could leave a like on the video. It'd be massively appreciated. We can maybe shoot for maybe 200 likes for this last episode. That'd be massively appreciated. I know it's a massive goal. I know we probably won't make it, but honestly, it'd be awesome. And maybe in the comment section down below, you could let me know your favourite moment from this season. It would be nice to see which one you'd have seen as maybe like a particular race or a race victory or a silly moment. It'd be interesting to see which one you thought was the funniest. So that is it. As I said, thank you so much for watching this series, guys. I really do appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed the series that's going to start up next week. It's sort of a more modern F1 game, but it's still slightly different. So that's it. Remember to go and check out these 2 videos you'll be seeing on your screen right now if you missed them. It'd really help me out if you could go and check them out. I mean, thank you as always. I appreciate it. So that's it. Have an awesome day. I'll see you next week, fingers crossed, for another F1 series. Hopefully be bigger and better. Goodbye.